From Chris TV, this is Chris 6 News at 5.
It's a done deal. Mark Scott is out of the race for mayor. He dropped out one day after he won a major legal battle with the city. Thank you so much for joining us. The 13th Court of Appeals ruled that Scott can run for mayor after the city said that he couldn't, and that was earlier this month.
That's right. Chris 6 News reporter Andrew Ellison has been following this story. He is now live in our studio. So, Andrew, it's the question we all really want to know. Why did Mark Scott drop out?
Drew, he's afraid the political drama surrounding him could continue through early voting, which is about 3 weeks away, and then through Election Day after that. Scott says the city has 20 days to appeal that court ruling to the Texas Supreme Court, and he thinks it will, though the city council would have to vote in favor of that, and 2 council members say that won't happen. If the city were to appeal, his candidacy would again be questioned until another potential ruling came down. And even if he won a second legal battle, Scott says it would be hard to run a legitimate campaign with all that hanging over him.
It's only because of this ongoing political circus that the city council created that just basically eliminates the ability to run an effective campaign in 3 weeks.
As we've reported, Scott was disqualified from the race earlier this month. The city council ordered the city secretary to do so, arguing Scott termed out. But Scott and the court say he didn't, claiming an 18-month term the former councilman served years ago doesn't count as a full 2-year term, which is what council members in our city are elected to. Now, going forward, Scott says, he will run for mayor in 2018, since that same court ruling clears him for 2018 as well. And you may recall, the city claims Scott can't run for mayor until 2022. Scott admits that pulling out like this may hurt his chances in 2018. He has not decided if he'll endorse any other candidates. Drew?
Okay, well, the developments continue. Scott's announcement is making council members question if he ever intended to run. Councilwoman Carolyn Vaughn is one of his harshest critics ever since he resigned his council position back in September so he could run for mayor in 2018. She says she's disappointed the city spent taxpayer dollars to battle Scott in court, all so he could win, then quit the race. Here's what Vaughn and Councilwoman Lucy Rubio had to say today.
So I just think like, wow. So all this was just for what?
Is this just to make a point? And if that's the case, why would you do that to make the city spend money to make a point? That's using taxpayer dollars to make a point.
Important to note, Scott eventually returned to office after resigning in September.
And now that Mark Scott is out, 8 mayoral candidates will be on the ballot. And here's a look at who they are. They're Nelda Martinez, our former mayor, Joe McComb, Larry White, Jonathan Garrison, Ray Madrigal, Mark DiCarlo, James Hernandez, and Margareta Fratila. And we also want to remind you about some important dates in the race for mayor. The special election takes place on May 6th, which falls on a Saturday, Buck Days. If you want to vote, you have until April 6th to register. Early voting starts on April 24th and runs through May 2nd. We have all the information that you need to know about the special election. You can find it all on our website, christv.com.
A wrong-way driver died on the Nueces Bay Causeway last night, and police are trying to figure out how he got there. The driver collided head-on with another vehicle around 8:45 last evening. One of the cars caught fire, and the impact, as you see here, both drivers died. Police say 33-year-old Camilo Espita was going north on the southbound lane of Highway 181, then hit 25-year-old Taylor Morgan Counts driving a Camaro. You can keep up with the breaking news just like yesterday's accident. Just download the Chris 6 News app. You can do that for free. Someone called 911 just before a pickup truck collided with a bus near Garner State Park. The caller said a Dodge Dually was driving all over the road. That's from the Uvalde Police Department. Deputies immediately responded, but by the time they got there, the crash had already happened. 13 people died. The bus was on its way back to New Braunfels from a church retreat. Only one person on the bus survived.
Church families doing what church families do. They're coming together, they're crying together, they're praying together.
The members who were on the bus have been a part of this church for a long time, and it's just tragic for everybody involved.
The 20-year-old driver of the truck also survived. He is in the hospital.
It's getting worse. More people are coming forward saying that they got hazed in Lavernia, Texas. 3 adults and 7 teenagers have been arrested thus far. They're facing sexual assault charges. The hazing allegations involve high school athletes. Police say more than 20 alleged victims have come forward so far. The Texas Rangers are helping in this case, and it's possible that more people will be arrested.
It's chilling. You are about to hear several people calling into 911 after shots were fired inside a Cincinnati nightclub. 1 person died and 16 others were injured. Amanda Kelly has a story.
The calls came in fast and furious.
We need an ambulance!
Okay, ma'am, we're everywhere.
Cameo nightclub goers calling for help.
We are Cameo nightclub. We are Cameo nightclub.
Okay, yeah, Cameo nightclub. What's going on there?
Yes, my favorite son. Hurry up, hurry up.
He just shot where?
Hurry up.
Where has he been shot?
Hurry up.
Okay, I need you to stay calm for me, please.
As the chaos began unfolding at the club on Kellogg, friends and family members of victims drove themselves to the hospital.
My brother, he's hit. He's in the stomach and in his back.
Okay.
He's in the stomach and in his back.
I need you to listen to me. Put pressure on the wound. Take off your shirt if you have to and put pressure on the wound.
A woman hiding in fear called crying to 911.
I don't know what's going on. They're like shooting.
Do you see who's shooting?
No, I don't. I'm in the bathroom and they're saying they're shooting inside and outside and I don't know what to do.
911 operators tried to find anyone who saw the shooter and let frantic callers know help was already on the way.
See the shooter?
No, we did not. We need a hospital, please. We need an ambulance.
We already have police and fire on the way.
And that was Amanda Keller reporting. Police have not arrested anyone in the shooting. The club is expected to close tomorrow.
A hit-and-run driver took a plea deal, and it doesn't include jail time. Listen to this. Laura Palanza pleaded guilty to DWI charges and got 2 years probation. She also pleaded guilty to a charge of failure to stop and render aid. Palanza got 5 years deferred adjudication for that charge. That sentence will be served concurrently. Palanza hit a man in May of 2012 at Waldron and Don Patricio. If she violates probation, she will serve 6 months in jail. Now, some people on the south side have been complaining that someone's stealing their mail. Police want to know at this point if there are more victims. Lots of mailboxes got broken into this morning along the 5300 block of Timbergate, the 5000 block of High Meadow, and the 5200 block of Pepper Mill. The U.S. Postal Service will now handle the investigation.
Now let's check in with meteorologist Juan Acuna. He has your first forecast.
That's right, and we want to thank the NEC Co-op Energy for sponsoring this first look at the weather. And we have a live sky cam out there looking at Corpus Christi Bay and Shoreline Drive. It is fantastic out there. We have lots of sunshine and temperatures are not bad either. It's a little bit warm, but there's still plenty of sun to go around. And look at the temperatures. We're at 83 right now, into the lower 70s out in Port Aransas, 76 out at the Naval Air Station, and into the upper 70s from Ingleside up to Rockport around Aransas Pass as well. And the inland areas are holding on to the middle to lower 80s as well. There you have it, the satellite radar composite not showing a whole lot. We have lots of sunshine to go around. As fact, we have up to the north still plenty of sunshine there as high pressure begins to settle on in. All the unsettled weather that we had over the last couple of days has now pushed way off into portions of Mississippi and Alabama. So as we go into tomorrow morning, we're going to stay another cool night, lower 60s, lots of sunshine tomorrow, but there's going to be more wind as we top out at 88 degrees. We could see some rainfall, though, in the coming days. I'll have the details on that coming up in just a bit. Drew?
Okay, Juan, thank you. People living in the Banquetti and Bluntzer area have wanted this for years, and they are now getting it. Work on FM 666 could start as early as May. TxDOT has awarded a contract to expand a stretch of that road between the two towns. Crews will widen the 2 travel lanes from 11 to 12 feet and add 10 feet shoulders on each side of the road. 17-year-old Colin Barton was killed on FM 666 when his pickup ran off that roadway. Work is starting on the new Harbor Bridge. Crews are on the North Beach side doing some foundation work and soil sampling. The bridge is expected to be completed in 2020. TxDOT is also doing a routine bridge inspection on 181. That inspection will continue through April 6th, so expect more lane closures and traffic backups until then.
Now we'll send things on over to Jane Caffrey. She is live in our newsroom with a look at what's happening now.
Developing now in Tennessee, state authorities are saying reported sightings of a 15-year-old girl and her kidnapper are not credible. Just minutes ago, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation announced that 50-year-old Tad Cummins was not the man spotted at a Memphis area gas station. He's the man accused of abducting his former student, 15-year-old Elizabeth Thomas. This reported sighting triggered an hours-long search. It intensified after local sheriff's deputies reviewed surveillance video from the gas station and said that Cummins was the man caught on tape, but again, that search was just called off, and now that the TBI says these sightings are not legitimate. And the Amber Alert for Thomas has been in effect for more than 2 weeks now. Drew, Stefania.
All right, thank you so much. Coming up, grab your seats early because this is a show that you don't want to miss.
It's going to be a good one. Get ready for an amazing air stunt. You're going to be hearing about what it takes to be a pilot for the Navy Blue Angels. That's coming up right after Juan's forecast.